Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by taxbuddy.com, a leading tax filing portal in India. The banking crisis continued to rattle the world markets. The first it was Silicon Valley Bank, then First Republic Bank, then yesterday it was all about Credit Suisse. The Credit Suisse has been in trouble for the last many months, and yesterday the Saudi National Bank announced that it will not invest any more money. It's not that they do not want to invest, but the regulatory issues. They cannot invest more than 10% in a company. But after this news, the Credit Suisse fell nearly 30%. Just imagine one of the prominent banks falling 30% in one day and the bank index falling about 7%. So that created a huge panic in Europe as well as in US. And then what happened? The Central Bank of Swiss announced that they will take all necessary steps to help Credit Suisse. And also Credit Suisse announced they may borrow up to $54 billion from the Swiss Central Bank, so in order to stabilize the operations. So as soon as this news came, so there was some short covering happen in US markets, and S&P 500 fell more than 2% and then recovered about 1.5% in the last 1-2 hours. And surprisingly, when the entire global markets were bleeding, Nasdaq turned positive yesterday. So in fact, one of my NRI friends asked me, sir, what is the best strategy in US markets now? I told him, so take long in Nasdaq and short in S&P 500. That is the easiest trade now. Why? Because global problems, mainly banking problems. So all the banks are falling. And because of that, economic outlook is very bad, crude oil is falling. Because crude oil is falling, energy stocks are falling, banking crisis, banking stocks are falling, but Nasdaq is dominated by technology stocks. So that's why yesterday Nasdaq was higher, S&P 500 was lower. So that's about international markets. But coming back to our market, so FIAs are selling, DAAs are buying. In the last 4 to 5 trading sessions, the DAAs are almost matching the FIA selling. DAAs are buying, matching the FIA selling. But what is happening? Markets are falling like anything. The reason maybe FIAs are selling in index heavyweights like Reliance, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. Whereas the domestic institutions may be buying REC, PFC, Power Grid and those kind of stocks. So I do not have the data, but I'm just saying. So otherwise, why the market has to fall 700, 800 points in just 3 to 4 trading sessions? Why the Bank Nifty has to fall more than 2,500 points in just 3 to 4 trading sessions? So yesterday, because of the panic created, SGX Nifty hit a low of 16,820. So remember, SGX Nifty is a Nifty future. So if Nifty future is 16,820, the corresponding Nifty spot about 50-60 point lower. So that is around 16,750 to 800. And remember, I've been saying that this is the last support. And this is where the Nifty closed the September expiry, 2022 September expiry. Then from there, the rally started. The Nifty rallied about 2000 point. Now the entire 2000 point has been wiped out. So with this 100% retracement, Fibonacci retracement. So therefore, I still of the view that 16,750 to 800 is the ultimate support for this market. If that is broken, I think 15,200 is the next target. So that looks very, very scary. But however, a lot of governments are taking some actions. In fact, even yesterday, the Swiss government acted after getting some requests from some other European governments. So some governments are taking the stock market route seriously, and they are asking Swiss government to act on it. And today, South Korea government also taking some steps to stabilize the markets. So that's why the entire Asian markets are lower, because they did not factor in this Credit Suisse crisis yesterday. The entire Asian markets are down, but South Korea is up. So now the situation has come where the central governments and central banks are acting on it. The last time this has happened, I remember only in 2008 Lehman Brothers collapse time. And you know, that was the panic bottom, and that is from there the markets rallied all over the world. So I would say, if you are a long-term investor, so this panic is an opportunity for you to invest at least partially. So the situation has come where the central banks all over the world, central governments all over the world are taking some action to stabilize the market. So that shows that clearly markets are somewhere near the bottom. It may fall another 5-10% maximum, but it is worth taking the risk at this point of time for a long-term investor only. Where a short-term, better be away from the markets. So right now SGX Nifty indicating flat to negative opening, but I will not be surprised even if you open positive, and that's because there's most of this Credit Suisse saga, I think it has been factored in already in our markets. But we do not know. We may speculate so many things, but we don't know what our FIA friends are planning to sell today. Right now European futures are higher and US futures are also higher, and also it is good to note that US markets recovered a lot from yesterday's low. So therefore markets are very, very fragile, and today moreover is an expiry day. So expiry day, the markets tend to be too volatile, and especially for the first 40-45 minutes. So I may be coming out with a new course, so where mainly so far all my courses are targeted at option sellers. Now I may be coming out with a course for option buyers. So usually huge gap ups and huge gap downs will not sustain, and so let us say huge gap up happens, the market will come stabilize at some point of time. After that it will take either upturn or downturn. Yesterday it took downturn. So that is where option buyers can take some risk, but option sellers can also attend this course, because whatever option buyers are doing, the option sellers will have to do just opposite. So that we will discuss later. So right now I'm hoping that Nifty spot will be taking a support around 16,900 for today. 16,800 is the ultimate support. So let us hope that it doesn't go there, at least today. So we still have, after today, we still have about 9 more trading sessions. We have 2 more weeks, but 1 day is a public holiday, so 9 more trading sessions. So things are not looking that great, but the coordinated action by the central banks and central governments giving some hope that the worst may be over at this point of time. So however, the resistance is also looking very near. Yesterday 17,000 call option added huge open interest, but I'm expecting Nifty to settle down somewhere between 16,900 and 17,100, which is a very, very narrow range, but this may happen only at the end of the day. But intraday volatility can kill you both the sides. So let us see what happens today. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.